Welcome to First Star Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast. I'm your host, James Gardner, certified athletic therapist, certified strength and conditioning specialist, yoga instructor, human being. This platform, for the pros, by the pros, anybody in the performance space, and beyond. Welcome here to share in the stories of professionals, experiences, journeys, learning along the way. It's a platform to connect, to network, and to be a part of a community that cares, with conversations that matter, experiences that resonate, and generate ideas, thought-provoking, organic dialogue, passionate pros. Brought to you as always by First Star Therapy, Mobility Tape, Epic, and Benchmark Athletics. In association with the Canadian Athletic Therapists Association. It's First Star Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being a part of it.
It's Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast.
And this is session 163 with, I'm Rylee Bloser. I'm a first-year grad student at Lebanon Valley College.
I'm Mylina Castillo, a second-year grad student at Alvernia University.
All right, we're doing it a little bit differently here. We are having a student-run podcast here. You're the future. Taking a lot away from today, we hope. The week, potentially, travel, all the good things. I'm going to throw it over to you guys. We'll ask some questions, bounce it around, talk it through.
Good.
All right, takeaways. Full session today, busy day. Just finished quiz bowl. I got to observe the learning, the laughter, the joy, the competition, struggles, the spoils, all the good things. Over to you, takeaways from today.
So my team went from second to last, but it was fine. I mean, I got to learn a lot, especially because like in my first year and some of the stuff that we were going through, we didn't learn yet. But it's like the stuff that I did know, and my team was like looking at me, and I was like, I know this. Like the one question about the fracture that goes through, and they were like, which one is this? And I was like, oh, it's the one that goes through both malleoli. Because I was like, told them I could see it, and they trusted me. Got the points. I was like really excited about that.
I like it.
My team went from second place to I don't know what place. We bet all our points, and then the last question, I knew the answer. It was on the ACL lecture this morning, and I wrote the name wrong because I don't know how to spell Paul Segund.
Spelling counts when spelling counts.
Yeah.
The joy, the learning, the takeaways, last place, first place, you're here. Not everybody's here. So try to capture a little bit of what it's like being here. Quiz bowl aside, any takeaways, anything that stands out from today?
Honestly, it's kind of funny that you just mentioned about like being here. In one of our first like sessions today, that's all they were talking about. It was like resume building and salary negotiation. And like the first thing they said was like, you're above average for just being here today. And everyone else is below average, but it's okay being below average. Try to be above average though.
Yeah. That resonates with me too, with like the professional development workshop. Just being able to be here, networking, global engagement, learning from the international community has been great.
Yeah, awesome. We had a chat last night in a rather informal setting. Still kind of informal, just recording for the world now, no problem. Did you know each other before you came here?
No.
Beautiful. So 2 new students hanging out, getting to know each other, quiz bowl, oppositional teams, whatever. Lots of opportunities today to meet people, shake hands, do the thing, learn. How about any of the lecturers? Anybody that you met you've heard from before? Somebody new that you met? Topic.
Joe Murphy, one of her professors, talked today about his experience with the Boston Marathon. Unfortunately, he was at the Boston Marathon bombing, so he talked about emergency preparedness in like mass casualty settings.
Yeah, we got to hear that a lot since he is one of our professors, but like hearing it today was a little different. He went into a little bit more detail, and it's like the fact just looking around the room and seeing like the effect my professor had on people. Like some people had like glassy eyes or they were trying not to cry, and then it's like hearing his voice just talk about it and him break. I was just saying there not to cry the whole time. But his experience kind of like, he takes a few of us students with him every year, and I'm really wanting to go with him this year. and she asked if she could come along, and he was like, yeah, like he always is looking for students. So I think that's going to be a really cool experience, regardless of what like happened.
Yeah, no, awesome. And I think we'll just revert to last night, my recollection. I want to know it all, I think, was one of the quotes when asked informally, what do you want to get out of this? Do you know it all yet?
No, I'll never stop knowing. I'll never stop learning.
I love that. So my experience, I'm 17 years into this. 3 biggest words that I'll always stand by is I don't know. Or 2 words that I'll stand by, it depends. So all of that is relevant to learning. All of that is relevant to our profession through my lens, through our lens. Here we are globally, we're in Ireland. I never thought I'd be here. Never thought I'd meet you two, but here we are. We opened up a whole new world. And I think that's my takeaway from this, seeing students, feeling the energy of students being in this place. You're going to fill the next generation of athletic trainers, athletic therapy across the world. Coming internationally, has it sparked any interest to do that, to leave stateside and do something internationally or continue to learn internationally?
I already have the interest to go internationally. I've worked in the international department at my university for the last 3 years, just helping the global community. So it's always an aspect that I wanted to do. And I'm a 2nd-generation immigrant to the U.S. My mother's Colombian and my dad's Dominican. So it's always an interest I've had.
I am enjoying my time abroad, but I don't think I'd ever leave the States. I'd probably go to like somewhere different in the States, but I'm also very family oriented. So like ideally I want to work in minor leagues. Like the Harrisburg Senators are really close to me, and that's something I'd be interested in because I'm an hour from home. So if I need to go home, I can. But like obviously if one day an NFL team's like come work for me, I'd be out of here in a heartbeat. But I don't know about like Europe or anything.
Okay. Well, home is where the heart is. That's the saying as it goes, and your heart travels wherever you go. So home is always where you plant your feet. Take that, leave that, whatever you want. Philosophical approach to the end of the day on my part, but amazing captures. How about anybody? Was there any awe factor, shaking somebody's hand, a professor, somebody who lectured, somebody you never thought you'd speak to before? I don't know, being on a podcast, who knows? Whatever that thing is, was there any awe factor for you talking to people that have, I don't know, driven the profession to this point?
I got to talk to Rick yesterday. He's one of the representatives for PBATS. I'm
actually the president of PBATS.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I was very excited to meet him when my advisor told me he was here, and I was like, you got to introduce me to him. Like I'm either hockey or baseball. It's one of my 2 passions. So when I saw he was here, I was like, I'm applying for PBATS. I need advice. What can you tell me? Like tell me everything. And he gave me a lot of really good advice and what to look for. He was like, I know you want to work in like major leagues, but minor leagues is where it's at. That's where you're going to get the most to learn. Like major leagues, you can go and like people are going to see that, but they're going to know that you weren't as hands-on as you were at a minor league. So he's saying put 2 minor leagues down, then a major league, but you're most likely going to get the most knowledge out of a minor league team.
Awesome. So
I saw AJ Duffy, and I've met him plenty of times before. I run track, so whenever we had track meets at Widener, he used to be the head athletic trainer. I would talk to him about athletic training. We would talk a lot about like Japan because I've always had an international interest. But yesterday he was talking to a group of students that I was with, and mid conversation with them, he turns and looks at me and he just dabs me up and he just gives me a hug, and then we took a picture together. And I didn't think he was gonna remember me that much. Like I saw him at EATA this year in January, which is our regional conference. So it's been great to connect with him again.
Awesome. He was on the podcast earlier today. What a wealth of knowledge. 50 years in this profession, a year plus as the president of the NATA. That's obviously important to you, being stateside. Amazing captures from both of you. Appreciate your time. Don't want to take up too much of it. Any plans for the evening? Keep it PG-ish if it needs to be. And then what about tomorrow? What does it look like? Are the things you're looking forward to?
So tonight, we're gonna go take a bus to I think Liffey Valley Mall, get some donuts and maybe some gelato, and walk around, just hang out, and get to know each other a little bit more. What are you doing for tomorrow?
Wherever the wind takes me. No, is there a 5K tomorrow at 7 a.m.?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I might run it. I guess I'll walk it because I'm not clear to run. But
Okay.
yes.
All right, fair enough. Making your decisions based on your knowledge and your body.
Yes.
Both important factors. Let's wrap it up with this. Tomorrow, time in Dublin. We've learned a lot. We got to know a lot of new people. I'm just gonna throw it over to you. You guys drive the bus on this, wherever you want to take this to close it out. takeaways from the conference, opportunities for students who may or may not attend the next one, which has been officially announced in-house. It will go out officially through the podcast, through WFAT, all of those things, but take it wherever you want. I truly appreciate your time last night, informally chatting and social, and then coming on here and being bold and brave and recording yourself for the rest of the world to hear.
Put yourself out there. Time is going to pass either way, so you decide what you do with that. Like other quotes say, just choose your heart. Life is hard regardless. You'll never know where you end up if you don't take the chance.
I like that. I'd say money comes and goes. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You're gonna get to meet some really amazing people, get some really amazing experiences. I never thought I'd be in Europe, across the sea, whatever. It's been a great experience. I would totally do it again.
And also, like she just said, it does cost money, but don't be afraid of, like, I came here by myself. I paid for it, and you can always ask your university for reimbursement if you wanted to, but don't be afraid to put yourself out there, even if you have to go alone.
Yeah, I think I heard the capture in the quiz bowl word back there from AJ, president of the NAPA, who said, talk to the old people. They've been in your shoes. Your shoes are different sizes. They're different styles these days. But at the end of the day, ask questions, ask lots of questions, put yourself out there. Great advice from both of you. Go ahead.
Last thing, always ask for what you want, advocate for what you want, because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. But if you ask, there's a possibility of a really great opportunity.
Lead in the future. Appreciate your time. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thanks again for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of this community. Check us out online, firststartherapy.com. That's FIRSTAR therapy.com. Or email us with feedback, consult@firststartherapy.com. CONSULT@firststartherapy.com. On Instagram @firststar.therapy, and our podcast host @letschat.at. This is First Star Let's Chat, an athletic therapy podcast.